Alright, so hello everyone, Void here coming back at you all with another video, and this time we're going to go over Commander Legends, or really just the topic of leaks, because it seems to be a pretty big deal. So apparently, a lot of the cards, if not all of the cards from the upcoming Commander Legends set in November have been leaked, meaning someone bought booster packs and then opened them up and then screenshotted them. This is actually a pretty common occurrence that happens all the time. I remember it happening in Eldritch Moon. Someone just bought packs, opened them up, and just started taking pictures. And probably the worst, I mean, this was really bad. Back in 2017 for Ixalan, like 4 months ahead of schedule, like everybody knew the entire set because someone took an entire uncut sheet and just screenshot the whole thing. So every website covering leaks, Reddit of course, you just saw nothing but these cropped images of each card in the description to go along with it. And what's even funnier too is that you see a lot of people who are upset about this, like wanting to go after the specific people who leaked it. This is of course a month after everybody blew up over the whole Secret Lair, The Walking Dead. This is literally the worst thing that's ever happened to Magic the Gathering, and then shortly after that, you get pretty much another Ixalan situation where someone's leaking the entire set. I'm not going to go over all the cards, I don't have that much time, but it's what you would expect. It's nothing but legendary creatures, you have partner commanders. So this is an article here on Epic Stream. Magic the Gathering Commander Legends leaker said they helped Wizards build hype. And this is another thing too, I don't always think that these leaks are just people who wanted to get quick internet attention or disgruntled employees. I think that's another common thought. Wizards of the Coast, they need to hype up their sets. And they know that Commander Legends, Commander isn't quite as niche as it used to be, but it's still not going to appeal to everyone in the community. If you hate Limited, you probably won't like a draft set, and if you hate Commander, you definitely won't. So while this product is probably going to be successful, obviously knowing our economy is still going to be struggling with all of the lockdowns, game stores not really going to do that well, I can kind of understand why someone would help Wizards of the Coast. I can understand why Wizards of the Coast would cause some kind of controversy to get more eyes on their set, because they know that a draft set, which is really only going to be useful if you have a large group of people in order to participate in the draft, they know that's only going to really be a big hit if you have enough people in game stores to play it. Next to no one compared to the numbers that you should be getting for this kind of set. I mean, if we talk about the unsets, they have another one coming up here soon. If you don't have a playing environment, if you can still only have like 6 people in a game store at a time, you are screwed. Like, this set is not going to make you a lot of money. So I understand why. I understand why they would set something like this up. Not saying they did, but I wouldn't be surprised. Wizards of the Coast will officially reveal the new Magic the Gathering cards from Commander Legends, the first ever set designed to be drafted next week. But some fans have already seen many of the cards from someone who leaked the contents of the Commander Legends booster packs he ordered from eBay. There's a lot of problems here. I mean, we could talk about wanting to penalize someone on eBay. We could penalize this consumer who bought it, got it early, and then took pictures. Or we could lay the blame where it probably should always go, and that's Wizards of the Coast. I'm not going to make 1,000 videos about how little faith I have in them. I still love the game, I still play it, and as long as I enjoy the game, I'm going to keep making videos about it. So don't get it twisted, I enjoy Magic the Gathering as a game. I have for many years. I don't like Wizards of the Coast. Let's just say that, I don't like them. That being said, I'm not going to make 1,000 videos about it, because it doesn't do anything. I'm just going to enjoy having a good time. The leaker, who goes by the name No Username Please, on the MTG Amino forum shared cards from 7 Commander Legends booster packs from eBay. Some members of the Magic community are concerned that leaks are hurting the MTG content creators, who usually receive exclusive previews from Wizards of the Coast. But according to Maneko.com, that person doesn't seem concerned about it. I don't really care about the whole exclusive preview thing. I think it's dumb. Hey, you get to make a video about one uncommon card, or one bulk rare. Don't you feel special? Here's your back pat. Do our bidding. No, I think I'd rather make videos that I want to make because I feel like making them. And I think they've sent me emails about it too. But it's not like it was an exclusive preview. You know what I mean? It's like, we'll send out this email to some content creators. That way, we can get multiple people making a video about the same card. I actually have received, I think, at least one email like that. I'm not going to make a 2-minute video about one card. It's a waste of time for me. So I'd rather just cover spoilers like everybody else, like anybody else can, and make a 10 to 20 minute video going over multiple cards, giving people more content than just saying, hey everybody, Wizards of the Coast acknowledge my existence. I don't need that. If you're not giving me money, don't tell me what to do. That's pretty much it. The amount of disrespect they've shown the local game store these past 3 or 4 years, I could care less about what they want to do to help my channel. And it's funny too, because a lot of the people who would complain, it's like they've been doing this for years and they still only have a couple thousand subs, and they get maybe 100 views a video. I guess it's the illusion that they're doing you a favor by letting you talk about one card. So don't act like you're losing a lot here. Let's not pretend it's been a big help for people in the content creating part of the Magic community. From what I've heard, I've spoiled about a quarter of the set, so there's still plenty for Wizards to drop. No username please told manaecho.com. So it's Mana Echo. I didn't see the A before. I'm a little dyslexic. In my opinion, I provided some info to help hype people up without spoiling so much that the season is ruined. If people disagree with me, that's totally fine and they're entitled to their opinion. I tried to keep each post headed with a spoiler-free picture in case anyone wanted to go into the set blind. And there wasn't much else I could have done, they added. On Tuesday, the leaker said that they had to return the Commander Legends cards they leaked because they were stolen. Yeah, and that's another big thing here. They're talking about suing the guy who stole the cards, which is kind of funny too, because a lot of people, they'll rush to the defense of Wizards, like this was terrible, this should never have happened, but then they'll complain and say they need to do more for the players, they need to do more for the game stores. It's like, I'm not going to die on this hill defending them. It doesn't bother me. Just like the secret lair, it doesn't bother me that much. I acknowledge it's a problem, but it's something that's been going on for years and little has been done to help it. If you want to find out more about Commander Legends, check out the teaser from Magic head designer Mark Rosewater. No, thank you. Commander Legends products and events will be available on Magic Online on Thursday, November 19th, 2020, so just about a full month from now. I'm as excited for this set as you could possibly be, knowing that the places to play are going to be incredibly limited. And we knew about this way before the lockdowns. We knew about this way before the virus, so a lot of us were looking forward to sitting down with 20, 30 people, maybe even more, to do a draft, to do a tournament. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. So here we have some of the leaks. I'm not going to go over every single card, but these are ones that are clear. All I have to do is just read the translation. If you want to see the entire set, just go on Reddit. So the first few are reprints. We have Unbreakable Formation, Blackblade Reforged, Cultivate, Nezahal, Primal Tide. You know, all pretty good cards. But then we have some other cards. I don't know if these are reprints, so I'm just going to read them. They're all in French. So Self-Mutilating Hydra. That's kind of a crazy name to have. X and 3 green. When Self-Mutilating Hydra enters the battlefield, distribute X +1/+1 counters between it and any number of commanders. So that's pretty interesting if you have a +1/+1 counter-centric commander. This could be a good card to get more counters if that's important for your commander. And then we have Behemoth of the Abyss, 5 mana and 2 blue for a Kraken. Return a land you control to its owner's hand to untap Behemoth of the Abyss. It gains hexproof until end of turn. That's pretty cool. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, target creature an opponent controls attacks during its controller's next combat phase of Fable. So a more combat-focused blue card is always cool. Other than that, though, it's just a big creature that can make itself hexproof. If you're making more of a Kraken's, Octopus, Leviathan, gigantic sea creatures deck, this could be a decent card. Or if you have some kind of landfall strategy in blue, bouncing a land back to your hand isn't exactly the worst thing. And speaking of big sea creatures, we have AC Tyrant of the Epicycle Strait. Don't know if that's going to be the exact name. I don't know too many French people, so the translations for these could be wrong. 4 mana green blue. Legendary creature Serpent. You may play an additional land during each of your turns. We know where that's going to go. Whenever you have any kind of landfall strategy, extra land drops, that's never broken, right? Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you get to draw a card. So you took Tatiova and you were like, nah, that's not good enough. But if you pay 1 more mana, you get an extra land drop on your turns. Not very creative, but, people are going to eat this up. And here we have a cool red equipment, Glowing Soulsteel. 1 mana and a red artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each opponent you have, so that's likely going to be 3. Whenever equipped creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target. That's nice. I like that, having that in red. It does have an equip cost of 4, which will likely leave it out of many decks. You can deal damage to any target, so That's always political in a multiplayer game, where you can get a hit in on one of your opponents and then deal damage to a planeswalker that you otherwise couldn't normally hit. And here we have Providential Guard Rune. 2 mana and white, enchantment aura. You may cast this spell as though it had flash if it targets a commander. The enchanted creature has indestructible, which is pretty cool. Flash this into play. I do like this card down below, Shielded by Faith, a lot better, because you can just attach it to another creature when another creature enters, and I think that's more useful. But this isn't a bad aura either. And here we have probably one of the best Boros commanders. I think already if you can play this in what is already going to be a equipment strategy kind of deck. Wyleth, Soul of Steel, 1 mana, red-white. Legendary creature human warrior with trample. Whenever Wyleth, Soul of Steel attacks, draw a card for each aura and equipment attached to him. So, what's the biggest problem in both red and white? Consistency and card draw. So you get that in a commander. Whenever he attacks, you get to draw cards. So just make a deck with a lot of cheap equipments, which is already pretty easy to do, and a pretty powerful strategy to begin with, but you draw more cards for attacking. You draw more cards for doing what you're normally doing in these colors anyway, which is fantastic. You could refill your hand after dumping out a lot of equipments. Fantastic commander option. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know what you think about leaks. Again, I'm not losing any sleep over this. I'm not going to lose any sleep over the constant mistakes that Wizards of the Coast will make. I'm not going to lose any sleep over people that are leaking all these products. I just want people to enjoy the game, and if people are still enjoying the game, it's a reason to continue making content. So, anyway, see you all next time. Void here signing off.